What's up, guys? Assassin here. I'm feeling inspired today. After my battle with MTG Sithis, I'm feeling inspired to play some mono white humans today. Normally, I already have this pulled up. I don't know. Um, but anyway, here's the deck. Here's the deck list. We're going to be in historic as usual, but I'm feeling inspired to play this human deck because honestly, I forgot how easy it is to win with mono white humans. And so we're going to take it for a spin here on the ladder, historic ladder, in the arena today and see how it goes. I don't really feel necessarily like I need to go over the list. It's pretty basic mono white human stuff. You got the Copper Goat Vanguard, the Brutal Cathars, the Adelines. Of course, we're throwing in 4 copies of Sheltered by Ghost because it's an amazing removal card for any white aggro-y deck. I did tech in the Gavany Dawn Guard. Excuse me. This originally actually started as a card due to Adeline rotating out of standard back when this deck was a standard deck. And so I replaced the Adeline with the Gavany Dawn card, but I actually ended up realizing how good it was, and so I've been, I always kind of run it in my humans in some number. Playing one of the Sanguine Evangelist and 2 of the Warden of the Tower, just to be able to give our creatures indestructible. Try to prevent, the board wipes. Plus, it's a human, and it also has vigilance, so that helps out. And then we also have the Cavern of the Souls, which is going to help prevent our creatures from getting countered. Other than that, this is a nice little card here, Kithion, Hero of Akros. I really wish I had 3 copies of this instead of 1. You can read it there on screen if you'd like. But yeah, pretty much basic thing here for mono white humans. But we're gonna go ahead and hop on the historic ranked ladder and see what we can do with these mono white humans. Okay. Seems good enough to me. Case for a little bit of early game removal. We got the Thalia to slow down mid-range to control decks, and we've got a 1-drop, so. And guys, be sure if you enjoy this content, definitely share it with your friends. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I don't say that a whole lot, but really enjoy sharing the things I enjoy with others, so it would be awesome to see this channel really grow so that I can continue to share what I enjoy doing in my life with others who also enjoy it. Well, we have a very aggressive start. That's good news for us. Half tempted to kill that and just keep running through this. I think it would be fine, right? Or do we do case? That way we get the boost. Yeah, I think we'll do the case, save the sheltered, just in case they do play an actual threat. See, this deck is just so straightforward and so easy. If we get board wiped here, we're devastated, but yep. And that's GG's, guys. Yeah. Wow. Mono white humans. I forgot how good this deck was. The first deck that I played, when I first started playing on Arena, like I said, I've been playing Magic for a lot of years. but obviously Arena hasn't always been around. And when I first started playing Arena, the first deck that I really started to climb the ladder with was the red-green werewolf deck. I don't know if anybody remembers that being a thing, but I played that deck, and that's where I first started really getting some wins on the ladder and climbing up the ranks. But then the deck that I feel like outside of that made an even bigger impact was this mono white humans. That was the first deck I played that I really started to get like a lot of consistent wins. So it's very exciting to bring this deck to you guys, even though I'm sure people have seen plenty of mono white humans, but it's just fun to go back to something, that you forgot like how truly good it was. I'm not going to keep that. I don't really think it's that quick. I think we'll try to keep that. Do we ditch the Intrepid or keep it just to have two? Yeah, we'll ditch the Intrepid. Go ahead and try and get Thalia down. I'm guessing we're playing mono red. They may just burn it out, but at least it makes their spells a little more. Or we might be playing a prowess deck here. No play. I really wish I had a Cavern right about now. I think if we're going to lose something, we would rather just lose the recruitment officer. Okay. That's an interesting choice there. I mean, they obviously need to get rid of Thalia, but I don't know. I guess to me it's just kind of weird that was the response to a recruitment officer. Well, this is probably going to get countered, but at least we have a backup. Yep. Do we even get 2 in? Guys, I gotta say, it's a very slow start. Control deck. It's not looking good for us. I do not think this is looking good for us. Yeah, that's definitely not great. Well, at least we did draw an answer for that. But they're obviously just going to kill it. I mean, come on. I don't think this is one we managed to win, guys. This is a pretty bad matchup for us. Especially with that slow of a start, unfortunately. I wonder if they play like Vibrance or anything from, the new set. I think we're going to scoop it up here. Adeline's not bad. Guys, I don't want to bore you, but I'm going to give it just a little bit more before we scoop and go to the next game. See if we can try to do something. Yeah, I just don't think this is going to work out for us. And the opponent says, good game. Yeah, I think we'll just concede it. I'm not sure why the opponent said good game. to be completely honest with you guys. But truly, it wasn't looking good for us, so I'm just going to believe them, and let's move on to the next match. It's so easy to win with mono white. It is so easy to lose. Guys, be sure to drop a comment down. Let me know what deck you would like to see me play. Even if I'm not able specifically to build that one, you know, I can try to do something similar to it with what cards that I do have. But depending on what it is, what you guys recommend, if I'm just missing a few cards or something, I'm more than willing to spend the money to be able to craft the cards, so that way I can show you guys how the deck does. This is giving me flashbacks of the life gain video I made the other night. We need to find an upper hand here somehow. Them playing that is definitely not an upper hand for us. Might be able to find it with the Dawn Guard. I feel like we're giving them way too much time here, but I mean, our attacks aren't really that helpful to us right now. Yeah, that's really bad. Yes, that's exactly what we wanted to find. Not gonna matter, but we'll go ahead and play that Cavern. This should shut off Heliod as well. We'll get in with Dawn Guard. And I guess Hopeful. Guys, the amount of times that I have played against a life gain deck while playing mono white humans and made the completely stupid, rookie, terrible mistake, man, of being so excited about killing Heliod and like how bad I want to kill Heliod because it's such a problem that I have removed counters from my Hopeful Initiate to destroy it when it is indestructible. I cannot even tell you how many times that has happened. And it is so sad, but it is also true. Again, the voice is a major, major problem. Could recruitment officer to try to find another Cathar, but definitely gonna... I mean, I don't know what their last card is, but I feel we're getting smacked with voice next turn if they pull off anything good. Could just build our board. I think I'll just build our board and see what happens next turn for them. We're definitely going to sack potentially the recruitment officer to blocking the Heliod. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe we should just be pushing, to be honest. I'm not sure. I mean, I know we're aggro, but we can play a slower, longer game with our Cathars and stuff, but I don't know. It feels like we're giving them too much time, because the longer we wait, the more and more they're buffing this voice and, you know, playing Valkyrias, which is great for us. No Cathar. Seems bad. we don't want that. I mean, that could help us swing in. I don't know. I have 8 coming next turn at least. Do get another search with the Dawn Guard. Warden. Definitely not what we want. Pretty smart play. Yeah. Guys, what do you think we should have done this game? I mean, did we just not have it? Is that just the simple answer to this, or did we give them too much time? I fear that it was my fault and we should have applied more pressure. I think we're definitely cooked. I mean, yeah. Guys, I just don't think I applied enough pressure. I mean, what do you guys think? Was that my fault? Is that entirely my fault for not being more aggressive, or did we just not have it? Was it just simply a bad match for us? I mean, it wasn't a bad match, you know, we got brutal Cathars and stuff like that, but I just mean a bad match, and we just didn't have the things we really needed to have. Drawing the Cathar was huge, being able to get rid of that voice, turn off the Heliod, but then they hit us with the Get Lost, so I don't know. I feel like we just didn't have it, but maybe we were not aggressive enough. Sure. It's not amazing. I don't think this is by any means the best human list, but it's just a human list, you know? Just something fun to reminisce of decks I've played in the past. We all know what they're playing. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to slow it down, but I used to do pretty good with aggro decks. I played them a lot, but then spent a lot of time playing with Sithis and playing some more strategic stuff, and I feel like I've kind of lost my edge with it, but they really want that Druid that bad. I guess they could double block. Huh, I've never seen that card before. Actually, I might have. Sorry. I totally might have. Well. They're not gonna block, right? Of course not. Putting 2 creatures out or having the first strike from Thalia. Man, I really wish we would hit a, you know... We need gas, but we need lands, too. I mean, we know their board's going to get bigger and bigger, so I guess we'll just drop the 2/1 drops. Thalia doesn't make a very big impact. They're not going to play probably any spells at all, to be honest. The more we can put out there, the better. We lost from not being too aggressive. Will we lose from being too aggressive? Well, let's find out. Of course. We're cooked. No? They whiffed on the company, guys. Wow. Well, I guess mono white humans beat elves when elves do not hit anything from their collected company. Was that put us 2-2, I think? We're sitting at 50% right now. Me, how easy it is to win with humans. Sits at 50% win rate. Wow. Feels disrespectful. Feels disrespectful. Wish we had a 1-drop, but I think I'll keep it anyway. We have Cavern, we have Thalia. We get immediately hit with a defender. Let's make them spells more expensive. I like doing the Brutal Cathar there, even though the 0/4 defender isn't, I guess, obviously the most threatening thing to us, just because then it gives them the hard choice of do they want to kill the Thalia to make their spells smaller, back to regular mana cost, or do they want to get rid of the Brutal Cathar and get their defender back. I love putting people in a situation where they have to choose between two things where we would love to keep the Brutal Cathar, but we'd also love to keep the Thalia, so either way, it doesn't matter too much to us. If that makes any sense at all. Just like there, maybe playing some other stuff is better, I don't know, but I feel like, again, putting them in that position where do you want to take the Thalia or do you want to take the Brutal Cathar? What do you care more about having? I fear a board wipe, though. That is my fear. I don't want to commit too much of our hand to the board just to run into that. Now, they really prioritize having that 0/4, which I haven't read it. I mean, I guess it makes sense why they want it so bad. Okay. We can't kill it with Case, though. That's the unfortunate fact. I'm kind of thinking Dawn Guard, but I don't know. Or do we just want to make our creatures stronger? I love doing silly stuff like that. Attacking when I know they're gonna block with their creature like that. Definitely the officer here. Sorry. Sorry, recruitment officer. You have to go. I think I'll do it like this. Yes, I'm fully aware of how much I really need to kill the Moon Shadow. But I honestly feel we could just outrace it. I mean, one creature does not equal a board of creatures, you know? Let them have one. Honestly, okay with losing the Dawn Guard to that, I think. Yeah, I think I'm fine with it. I really don't like that card being out there and just being a big wall for us. That's the unfortunate thing with aggro decks. Sometimes you just gotta sacrifice. Maybe a mistake to give the Moonshadow another boost. Yeah, no, especially if they're gonna do that. Now killing it is near impossible with our case. And racing is of utmost importance. Don't draw a card. Don't want to risk losing all that life. We did draw. That's why I never liked Sanguine Evangelist. It doesn't even get the effects from the humans. It's not a human. I don't understand it being ran on the list, which, to be honest, when I was working on this, the list I looked at was a standard list. And so, maybe shouldn't have taken information from that, considering we weren't going to play standard. Ooh, a Sheltered. That's a very good top deck. Yep, keep killing them. We did draw a Sheltered. Wait, they didn't. Creature didn't die this turn, man. Creature did not die this turn. Assuming that was a bit of a misplay from our opponent there. Man, I am loving this draws that we're getting here. Question is, will they just have a removal for something? Do we put this on the Adeline? They could probably still pay the word cost if they're a removal, though, as 1 or 2 mana. I mean, does it change anything? Could just try the case. Yeah, case makes more sense, doesn't it? Hold on the Sheltered. Makes way more sense. I don't even know why I had to consider it. Makes so much more sense. And yeah, they would have been able to pay the ward for the Sheltered. Unfortunately, now Case does nothing, but hey, you win some of the battles, you lose some of them, right? We just need them not to draw any more removal. That's the main thing here. So we need to land this Sheltered. Well, even if that's removal, I think we got it here. Sheltered, GG. GG, guys, GG. We did manage to pull it off there. Well, I think that puts us at 3-2. 3-2. So I guess we're going to end it here, guys, for the mono white humans. We went 3-2. I'm not sure what the win rate is on that. A little bit over 50% win rate. But as you see, humans, they're really easy to win with. They're also really easy to lose with. But hey, we did some winning, we did some losing. And that's just kind of how it goes in the ladder. But guys, it was awesome to get to show you this human deck. I know we played it in the last video, but you know, just a video with just me and you guys here and our mono white humans to go out and try and assassinate this competition. I don't think 3-2 is too bad. Again, I'm sure, especially in Historic, you could make a much better human deck or mono white human deck or whatever. But it's just something I kind of threw together just to reminisce about playing the deck back in the day. But anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I look forward to bringing you more content in the arena. Peace.